with, actually, let's talk about healing. Let's talk about healing. I started my journey like almost 2 years ago, and it's been interesting to say the least. When I first started, it was very surface level, realizing that it was something I wanted to embark on, realizing that where I was in life wasn't satisfying me, that there was deeper meaning to my being. And, for a good year of it, I thought I was doing the damn thing. I thought I was actively healing and evolving and doing what I needed to do to, be in a better space, mentally and emotionally, just as a whole in life. Doing that for me looked like talking about spirituality, following certain people on social media, posting different types of inspirational things that other people posted that I followed. For me, that was just like the beginning of a mindset change, right? Well, then this year happened. And boy, did it shake shit up. I decided to take it a step further and get a shaman, someone to guide me. And in doing that, I realized that I wasn't yet healing. It was kind of like a play heal, like a surface level type of healing. I didn't know the requirements of really digging and diving into healing. And so I began the journey, and I started having sessions and journaling and meditating. Now, it wasn't consistent, but I was doing it, right? And so as I started doing these things in my life started unfolding. It really did. I started to feel different from the people that I was around. A lot of my life I coasted. I conformed to the people around me. I have always been in a space where using my voice was not easy, given the trauma of my childhood, right? So in doing that, I would always surround myself around people who were more vocal, more headstrong, who lived in their authenticity, and so much so that it overpowered mine, right? And so for a long time, I really had no self-identity. I think I just went with and did things based on who I was hanging around, what that looked like to the world. And so once I started finally getting advising and attempting to go to therapy, that is a whole thing, because I went to see a therapist, and my rapport with therapists is not the best. It was either I was abandoned from them, like I would get a therapist and they would disappear, or they couldn't help me, right? So I finally came across, as I keep saying, a shaman hookah. And in the process of that, I started seeing myself in a different light. I started seeing things in a different light. I started not being able to relate to the people that I was with. I started wanting to do different things. And it was questioned. It was like I was changing. People were looking at me crazy. My friends were like, what the fuck is happening? And so there were people I had to walk away from. There were people I had to let go of. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had to walk away from everybody. Everybody that wasn't conducive to where I am going in life, right? And that's one of the hardest things to do, especially when you fight anxiety or depression and you've never been alone. You've never been alone in life. Things started to happen. I lost, it was hard for me to find certain jobs. I am still in my place of residence, but I don't really, like, the goal is not to live here. I am trying to move to Cali. So I am in a space of trying to prepare for that. When you start your healing journey, there will be a lot of things you experience that some you can't explain. People will make you feel like changing was the worst thing you could have ever done. You'll be unrecognizable to not only the people around you, but yourself. When you're on the journey of self-discovery, you really are like unraveling everything that you thought you were. And depending on your circumstances, as far as like financially or whatever, the people that are around you that support you, it can get kind of dark before you see the light. It can get lonely. I've never been in a space where I have legit walked away from everything. Let me prop this up, y'all, so y'all can better see me. I've never, this is not working, hold on. All right. And so I have goals that I am trying to obtain now, and I know I'm not going in depth of my healing journey quite yet, but I'm sitting here doing my hair, and just thinking, like, I was supposed to start YouTube years ago, right? But I have this fear of not being perfect, not projecting to the world what I want the world to see, instead of just allowing it to kind of flow, right? And give the authenticity that is me in this moment. I want to control what it looks like, and I know that that will be the biggest downfall to this journey that I am on, because I'll never get started with what I really want to do. So I'm here making this video, and I think for me, it's kind of like maybe I need to get a little bit more organized on how to give this part of me to the world. Because I don't want it to sound all over the place. Because right now in life, I feel all over the place. Because there's so much going on within me. There's so much unraveling of me that's happening. And sometimes you just be like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? I am a content creator with limitations. There are things I would love to produce a certain way and don't. And so instead of producing, I don't. But I'm trying to find the fine line of when enough is enough, you know? When am I just going to just be and allow it to flow? I think for me, that is why I'm making this video. That is why I won't edit this video. That is why I will post this video, because I want people to understand that it's okay. It's okay to choose you. It's okay to not know what it looks like. It's okay to be alone in solitude. When you're alone, you get to really see like who you are and what drives you and what your passions are, and if this is something you even really want to do.